Hey, Snapflash fam. The dramatic legal saga surrounding Botswana's former permanent secretary to the president, Carter Morupisi, has taken a shocking twist. The High Court has overturned his 7-year jail term, setting him free, but the Directorate of Public Prosecutions isn't letting this slide. They've filed an urgent appeal, and the fight is far from over. Will Morupisi's newfound freedom last, or could he be back behind bars before the end of the week? Stick with us as we unpack all the details. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Snapflash for all the latest updates on Botswana's biggest stories. On Friday the 3rd, yesterday, the High Court sent shockwaves across the country by nullifying the Court of Appeal's 7-year sentence against Morupisi. Judges Zainkebonang, Masilo Mathaka, and Ruben Lacorwe ruled that the Court of Appeal's judgment violated Morupisi's constitutional rights, calling it unconstitutional and void. Morupisi, convicted in 2021 on charges of corruption and money laundering, had been serving a harsh sentence after the Court of Appeal overturned his original more lenient penalties of a suspended term and a 130,000 pula fine. But yesterday's ruling didn't come without controversy. The High Court reinstated Justice Chris Gabanagai's initial sentence, citing that fundamental human rights were breached in the Court of Appeal decision. Judge Mathaka dissented, arguing the matter should have been sent back to the Court of Appeal for reconsideration rather than resolved at the High Court level. Just hours after Morupisi's release, the Directorate of Public Prosecutions filed an urgent application at the Court of Appeal to overturn the High Court's decision. Determined to send Morupisi back to prison, the DPP argues that yesterday's ruling sets a dangerous precedent that could undermine judicial integrity. However, the DPP faces a logistical hurdle. Judge Singwalia, whose impartiality was a key issue in Morupisi's constitutional challenge, is reportedly the only judge available to hear the urgent appeal. This raises concerns that allegations of bias could delay or complicate the appeal process. Morupisi's legal troubles stem from his role in a 500 million pula contract involving the Botswana Public Officers Pension Fund and Capital Management Botswana. After his initial conviction, Morupisi appealed for leniency before the 2024 elections, a move that backfired when the Court of Appeal imposed the harsher 7-year sentence, describing the original judgment as a miscarriage of justice. This case has sparked intense debate about the independence and credibility of Botswana's judiciary. The Director of Public Prosecutions is framing the appeal as a litmus test for the country's commitment to justice and the fight against corruption. Morupisi's legal team, however, insists that their client was unfairly targeted and that today's judgment restores constitutional balance.
No, we are very pleased with the outcome. We feel vindicated. We feel justice has been served. It just remains for Mr. Morupisi to go home and go and join his family. Well, any minute from now, because the court order says he must be released forthwith. As for the contents of the court order, I've not yet read the judgment of the court to fully appreciate what their reasoning was. But what is very important for us really is the outcome, namely that our claim has been upheld by the court, that his rights to be tried by an independent and impartial tribunal were violated by the Court of Appeal, and that it only remains for him to be released from prison forthwith.
Do you anticipate for a DPP will appeal?
Well, I don't know. That is their decision to make. But if they appeal, well and good, we will meet them at the Court of Appeal again. But for now, we can only be happy with the outcome before this court here now.
Thank you.
The Court of Appeal is expected to hear the Director of Public Prosecutions' urgent application soon. If successful, Morupisi could be returned to prison to continue serving his sentence. However, if the High Court ruling is upheld, it could mark the end of this chapter in Morupisi's legal saga, though the fallout for Botswana's legal and political landscape may only be beginning. What's your take, Snapflash fam? Is yesterday's ruling a win for justice or a setback in the fight against corruption? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on this unfolding story. Keep questioning and stay informed.